Welcome back, everybody. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, the Triple Crown run. Where we left off last time, we had pretty much finished up with this district, and we are going to give some other quests a try. We still don't have our, not what I wanted to look for, but our bounty thing yet. We're working on that. So we need how many more days? 1 day and 3 hours for the Warden's Lodge. In the meantime, we can do other things, though. There is a lighthouse to go to, but we're not going to go there quite yet. Actually, maybe we will. Why not? Can't hurt anything. I can't remember if there's a quest there or not. I'm pretty sure there is, or at least there's a quest to go there. There's a lot of quests in this game, and I can't remember all of them offhand. I remember most of the major ones, and even most of the minor ones, but this, I don't remember if there's one at the lighthouse. And if there isn't, we can just head up towards Heritage Hill, which we do need to do anyways. Now, some of these quests are not going to be really big ones for us, like Durance's quest, Edier's quest. We might do them, we probably won't do all of them. They're companion quests, which is fine, and they're actually quite good, but I did them all in my normal playthrough of the game. This is more of the challenge mode stuff, so I don't... Right, we don't have the key for it. Okay. I guess that answered our questions pretty fast. Let's just do a quick check down here and then we'll get out. See if we can see anybody. I don't think there's anybody around here, but... Oh, there is! Hello, random person. This young, lanky soldier is wringing his cap nervously, sweat beading on his furrowed brow. His eyes widen as you approach and he takes a few steps forward.
Hail, traveler.
If you have a moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. He looks around nervously. I could use your help. What makes you think I'm not from around here? We, don't see many like you around here is all. He shuffles awkwardly, even on the docks. What's the problem? Oh, thank you, thank you. He casts his eyes skyward briefly. It's the captain, or rather, not the captain himself, but his chest, or his sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was unloading it with the rest of the things. Well, with us staying in port a couple days, and, he coughs. I might have gotten a little distracted. Marcella nods towards the building nearby. I wasn't gone long, just an hour at the Salty Mass. When I got back, the chest was gone. Whatever. He sets a pleading look on you. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be far, but the shift's changed, and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it. Captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the yardarm. Please, if you can get it back for me, I swear by the flame I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortinero finds out anyways. Any idea where they might have taken it? Well, it's pretty heavy. Normally, I would have asked... Sorry, nobody I've asked has seen it getting carried around either. I figured they must have snuck off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. They can't have gone far. There's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't gotten it open. Unless they took an axe to it, I suppose. Oh gods, if they got it open, I really am done for. He takes a breath. Let's go take a look around. I suppose it would be too easy if they're at the end of the wharf. Come, celestial pig. So they must be nearby. There's Naya, now hiring builders, no experience needed. As you approach, she eagerly turns to you. You interested in doing some construction work? Her clothes are simple but nicer than most you've seen at Andra's gift. Pays good money. Sign me up. That was quick. Wait, you're not from around here, are you? Look, whatever any of the locals say, the superstitions about the floods and the haunting are all complete nonsense. She raises an eyebrow. Andra's gift was flooded. Back at the end of the War of Defiance, it was one of the finishing blows to the Adiran military. Cost us a lot, though. The whole district was supposed to be evacuated, but not everyone left in time. The Adirans put anyone they found to the sword. The lucky ones who escaped the slaughter drowned hours later when Hadrian's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the people who stayed behind and one of the last to die. I don't know what makes the lighthouse, or why that makes the lighthouse any more haunted than the rest of the gift, but there you have it. That won't stop me. Good. About time someone put an end to this foolishness. She rummages around in her pocket and pulls out a skeleton key. As she hands it to you, she hesitates. Just be careful. Not that I believe the ghost stories, but it's an old building, so watch your step. Got it. There we go. That's the lighthouse key. That's the one I was looking for. Now, the ramshackle building. We know it had the thugs in it. No one's seen it being carried around. We know it's not in Otta's house. I don't think it's this building either. So, let's just quickly check back in here. Oh wait, hang on, there's 2 doors here. Oh, this is the trading house. That's not going to be where we're going. This is the Valiant Trading Company. Okay. There's some more refugees. And we'll go back in here and take a quick peek. You don't have any chests in here, do you? No? Okay. Just thought I'd check. Alright. If we can't find it in the next couple seconds, we'll just go do the lighthouse quest and do the chest afterwards. Because I honestly don't remember where it is. It might be in this unmarked building here, though. That's a lot of thugs. And some dude named Bragan. That looks like a mage. This is the incorrect formation. Alright, Bragan, what's up? I got as much right to stand here as the guys in that whorehouse. They don't like what I'm going to say, but they can go someplace else. I'm going to show them the dagger you found on Darren. Does this belong to you? That's mine, alright, and no one touches my dagger and lives. I'd like to see you try. You little shit, you killed a kid. I mean, the kid might have been in the wrong. Sort of. He did something stupid, but he definitely didn't deserve to die for it. Yeah, that's gonna be how we're gonna do that. And we're gonna shoot the wizard. And I need to do something mean to, I don't know, him.
Yeah.
Go. That's not good. Attack him. Alright. Excellent. This is going really well. Let's kill him. You. Actually, you know what? Everyone shoots him. Stupid wizards. You know what? I have that spell too.
Just say the word. Spot on.
Mine's as good as yours, if not better.
That's how it's done.
So that one's dead too. This is going really well. And really easy, actually. No one touches his dagger. It's like his wiener. No one's gonna be touching that anymore. He's pushing out the hooker he violated in the alley. I feel really bad for the kid, actually. In all honesty, I'm role-playing like a cruel, aggressive guy. But the kid was just trying to help a woman in trouble, and that's kind of a rough reason to die. I'm glad I can kill that thug. So, he did have some items, though. Fine leather armor's pretty decent. I don't know if we're going to use it, though. We don't really need it.
What is it?
Alright. That was easy. Okay, let's go into this house next. I think this might be where the chest is. Or not. Just backers. Espionage? Yep. Alright, fine, whatever. Get out of my way. I'm just going to drink some water while we wait for the loading screen. Alright, let's go take a look around. We didn't get a lot of chance to look for the thing. We've been in there, the refugees obviously didn't take it. We killed that ruffian. Those are backer characters. Who's Imadel? I can't remember who that is.
Hail, traveler.
An old man paces the dock and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to the other. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gape-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either. Yeah, you don't look like a guard. He examines you and your equipment more closely. Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? He shows you the object in his hand. It's a large round opal with Angwithan runes carved into it. It glistens with his sweat. See that ship that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Tell me about it. We started in cold morn and were making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went, business as usual. He licks his lips. Give me the short version. We picked up some crates from Sleebang, whatever. Suits of armor and a broken sphere is what I heard. We were almost home to Defiance Bay when the armor came to life and slaughtered everyone in the hold, so I locked the hatch. He rolls the stone between his hands. I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit rocks just as we were passing Brackenberry. I barely made it to Underskift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I'd given up on the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled this up in his nets. He shows you the opal again. It's part of that scepter. From what I recall, there were 3 other pieces, and I'd bet you anything there's somewhere in that shallows too. If you could find them, there'd be profit to follow. There must be a reason you haven't gone to look for the rest of the artifact yourself. I'm lucky to have escaped the ship as I did. I'm not taking a chance with those things. What happens if I find the rest? You find the missing pieces of the artifact, and I've got an animancer friend from my expedition days who will find you a stack of coppers. He scratches his beard. All I want out of this is a few £100 for my lost payday. If that sounds fair to you, I'll give you this stone and the name of my contact once you have everything else. He regards the opal again. Seeing as the kid dredged the stone up out of his net, I'd wager you could probably find the missing pieces out there in the shallows during a low tide. Anything else you need? Nope. Not really. So we're still down the chest. We have no idea where the chest is, but now we have a quest to go get some crappy stones and stuff from the shallows, apparently. The lighthouse is where we need to go. I'm kind of tempted just to go there. But I also kind of want to find the chest, too. Alright, well, let's move on. We'll do the chest in a bit. I can't remember exactly where it is, so I don't want to waste your time just yet. We'll go to the lighthouse first. Why not? There's only ghosts in there, I think, or something along those lines. There's never anything good in haunted places. Hello, Nia. I'm going in. Lighthouse Key. Let's see how many ghosts we have to kill. Alright, we've loaded in. Took a little bit of time for that to happen, but let's go
Just
take a quick look around really quickly here. So there's a barrel of laughs, with a dagger and 190 bucks in it. There's a doorway, which leads into a room with a chest. Sold. Oh, that's bad. Run away! Run away really, really fast if you can. Are they gonna leave us alone?
You're
No.
mine.
Immune to piercing damage, so that's bad news for everybody involved here.
Well,
Especially you, because you are not going to be doing any damage with that particular weapon. I wonder if they're immune to cold spells.
oh,
Stop raining on my people, damn it. I know you're rain blights, but still. You don't have to be so literal.
Yes. You should try something else.
Alright, this is actually going really easily. I remember this place being really rough, actually, now that I remember and I think about it a little bit more. Rain blights, not so bad, but I remember there's a huge fight with ghosts in here. Don't walk on that stuff, guys. You go there, you go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. Nope, stay back.
well,
They can come to us or just stand in the cold for a little bit.
not quite.
I remember I remember there being a huge fight in this place against a bunch of ghosts, and it would be very difficult
Not quite.
for us. Oh, okay, whatever. It spawned a little smaller one. This is a greater rain blight, so it's a bit tougher. But now it's dead. Alright. So we're gonna grab this stuff and then we're gonna leave, I think. And then we're going to head outside. Alright, so where do we want to go instead? I don't think we want to go into there quite yet. That place is a little bit... I think it might be a bit tough for us. I mean, the Rain Blight's not so bad, but I remember the ghost fight there being really tough. And I don't think we're up for the task. Why is my buttons not working? That's interesting. Uh-oh, I can't move out. Oh, there's problems. There we go. Oh, now I'm not mouse locked though. Alright. Better? Much better. Okay, I don't know why that happened, but okay. So, where do we want to go next? We're about what, 14-ish? Oh, I can't see my recorder. That's stupid. Oh, done with me. Let's go to Heritage Hill. We're not going to go to... oh wait, why are we going to here? That's a bad place to go. Let's go to the First Fires. That's where we should be going, but we're not. We're going over to Heritage Hill, apparently. We should go to First Fires and head to the Crucible Keep. Remember, we have a quest to get armor for that one guy. Yep. I'll take your advice. I don't want to go into Heritage Hill quite yet, anyways. There's zombies in Heritage Hill. Heritage Hill is basically the Plague District, or not Plague District, the Beggar's Nest of Neverwinter Nights. Alright, so there are a few places of note in this area. There's the Valian Embassy, there is the Dushel Palace, and then, of course, there's the Temple of Wadaka there as well, but there's also Crucible Keep, which is the area we will be going towards because we want to do the armor thing. Lots of nobles chilling out. I'm surprised they're letting us wander around, all armed to the teeth like we are. This is the entrance to the Crucible Knights place. Oh, I have a yawn. Okay, sorry about that. The daylight savings time messed with me a little bit. Just a sheer. Let us head in to the Deer Crucible Keep, or we can hopefully get some good items or something. Oh, I have hiccups. It hurts. Alright, so there is Justiciar Aldmar.
Well met, friend.
Aldmar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to have been able to do that much. Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights, proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? What goes on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Cliver's in the back making plans as usual. He scratches a scarred cheek. You'll find a forge at the west end of the building, along with our Master Smith Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the Golem if you're the praying type. Tell me about you guys. We are the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. We were the first organized militia to oppose the Diran rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunrid Row. Tell me about the Row. Just a requirement of this Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built into your soul's past. Aldmar widens his stance. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with the ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they've learned to hide over the years. He frowns and crosses his arms. All I'm saying is they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? That seems like an extreme position to take. Aldmar shrugs. Just speaking the truth, nowadays it seems that that's the biggest crime of all. That's it, I don't really have anything else to say to you. Who are we supposed to find in here? Penhelm, right. Hello? I'm looking for a Penhelm. But if I were to run into a Master Smith as well, I wouldn't mind. Hey, does this count as espionage?
It's done.
It does, but we gained a level from lockpicking, so that's pretty cool. Let's grab our levels really quickly, and then we'll get... Actually, you know what? We'll just talk to Dunstan first.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
The dwarf bustles between a sweltering forge and a work table. He wipes one muscled, knotted arm across his brow. What do you do here?
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
He hefts a hammer in one hand. Something else on your mind? Tell me about the Knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodred's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
Oh, I'm eating a piece of pizza. That hurt. He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to the Deerwoods heroes of old. He picks up his hammer again. Other than Dunrid Row. Who really knows about any of that, though? Alright, fine.
As you wish.
So much for your Master Smith store. Oh. I was trying to eat a pizza, or like take a bite of pizza between while he was talking, but then he stopped talking and I was like, oh crap, now I have to talk. I had to choke down a piece of pizza. But it was good. Defensive auras are pretty good. Frightened, nah, so. No. Maybe. Oh man. Let's go with frightened. No. Let's go with speedy attacks for ranged peep. No, let's not. Actually, yeah, let's just do that, I guess. No, we'll get the airspeed one, even though we're not going to use it all that much. The ghost is too good. But, you know, it's a worthwhile ability as well. Just, I don't know, there's better ones that we can use. The rank 2 ones aren't really all that great. Well, I mean... Hey, there's Penhelm's affidavit. Curran, a cipher duly appointed and employed by Dunrid Row, does hereby certify that novitiate A.M. Penhelm has been found to have a free soul, and with no subversive influences or tainted essence, is signed and stamped with a seal of Dunrid Row, and is signed by both Penhelm and Curran. No one can see me in here.
Handle this.
Might as well take some loot as well.
It's done.
We also have an edict of arrest, apparently. What's unwanted? The Crucible Knights are calling for the arrest of an Orland man named Aorn. Apparently he's eluded capture thus far, though the Knights continue to hunt for him. We'll deal with him later then. I didn't take anything, guys. No worries. Your room is perfectly safe and secure. There's a novitiate, a justiciar, someone who wants to deal with Heritage Hill named Wylla. We're going to leave... you know what? Let's go talk to Wylla really quickly. The justiciar's gaze flicks over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to their limits. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. After a pause, she looks over at you again. I'm sorry, was there something else you needed? Something wrong at Heritage Hill? She lowers her voice. What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there, and yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep, without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. She shakes her head. I'd just as soon abandon the district, but those monsters should find a way out. Tell you what, I'll look into it. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anybody in? Your trained knights have nothing on me. If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. She quietly looks on at the novitiates. And if you're somehow able to put a stop to this, you got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. Thanks. That is something for us to do later on as well. We're not going to go there quite yet, though. Not stealing. Just borrowing. Not stealing again, just borrowing. Oh, there's nothing there. That sucks. That's the war room. Hey, there's no fighting in the war room. That was actually one of the best lines in The Simpsons, I think.
We just don't have the manpower.
I'll handle this.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna lockpick your thing for you.
It's done.
Not gonna steal it, just, you know.
Refugees
It's
from
worth it.
every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay.
Commander Clivers.
Yes?
Or Cleaver.
Can I help you with something?
Commander Cleaver stands in front of a massive table, studying a map. His expression is set in a grim frown. He opens his mouth to say something to one of his men, but he follows the soldier's gaze over his shoulder to you. Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Haomar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
For a second he looks as if he won't say anything, but he surrenders his resolve with a sigh. Frustration flickers behind his eyes. Quit being dramatic, you chose this career. A scowl darkens his expression. It's more than just a career, and I've never regretted it for a second. My calling is to defend the city and everyone in it, even swaggering ingrates like you. He takes a step closer while his officers look on silently. And if you dragged yourself all the way over here just to blow hot air, then you got time to do something constructive. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights, warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at him, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Viana lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go there and see if you can find her. When you get the research, bring it back to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyways. Once you've brought him all the research, he can sell you any arms or armor you have need. He forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Wow, we just got recruited. He's just like, hey, I don't know you. But tell you what, I'm going to tell you this sweet secret about our thing. We are building robot knights. Animated armor, basically. We're building what are going to equate to... What are the names of them? Helmed Horrors, basically. And you're going to help us make them. Don't know anything about you, don't know who you are, but you know what? You're going to make them anyways. And you're going to like it. That's how the conversation went down. Now, we still haven't found what's-his-face's name. I think he might be in this room? Let's go find out. Penhold, or whatever his name is. I know it starts with a P. Oh wait, we've already been in that room, I think. Hang on, whoa, 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 guys, guys. Ain't no one around to see this. Oh, never mind, they saw us. Well, that's okay, we lost. We got to... There's Penhelm right there. We only lost a slight amount. The young novitiate's armor has recently shined, and his hair is clean and neatly combed. It's hard to believe he's ever seen battle, or that the scarred antique breastplate he wears could possibly be his. Are you looking for something? Does the name Osric sound any familiar to you? He sniffs. If you got any self-respect you won't associate with him, or with any of his new friends at the Expedition Hall, for that matter. Scamps and delinquents, a lot of them. He says... Sorry, is that his breastplate you're wearing? It was. He looks down and admires it. It's become the property of the Crucible Knights when he was discharged. Now it's mine. It's not for sale, if that's what you're wondering. Not every day you find armor that was used in the rebellion. He says your affidavit is a forgery. Just what would he know about that? It's perfectly convenient for him to cast aspersions with his pedigree in the Knights. He folds his arms. He blinks at you. It's a lie, of course. What's the story between you two? Osric has always held some controversial opinions, but they went overlooked for the longest time because his family has such an extensive history of service to the Crucible Knights. He finally went too far, had the gall to suggest we had strayed too far from our roots, and that some of our officers were beginning to resemble a dear nobility. He rubs a spot on his bracer with a silk handkerchief. He would have us all wear rough spun and fight with forge hammers. I merely reported his statements. If the Knights obsessed over their past, they wouldn't have grown into the fighting force they are today. I see. Well, enough about him. Goodbye. We're gonna go deal with this. We have his affidavit. Let's go to Dunrid Row. I think, anyways. Yep, okay, so we're gonna go get our leverage. But actually, we're out of time on this video. Like always, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. We'll do the rest of our levels at the beginning of the next video, then we'll call it from there. See you guys then.